Hello, and welcome to another update video about Link. Yeah, Link's last rally was also only again in 3 waves. This is the weekly chart, by the way. Just tracking here the structures to give us an idea when this seemingly endless correction is finally over. There are various ways how this structure down here can be counted. There's always the challenge and the problem if we're dealing with structures that are so corrective, which means they are overlapping, okay? So Link's price obviously has been moving in a trend channel for more than a year, dancing basically on the 38.2 Fibonacci retracement level of the larger time frame here. Yeah, so the $5.88 level. You can see how meaningful it is and how useful such a Fib level can be used for range trading, for example. How useful it can be. So all this up and down within the defined range here between $9.50 and you can say $5.88, but actually the range goes a little lower. You sometimes get these fake outs, and it goes typically down to $5.33, but very dynamic here. Yeah. Most recently, the price has started to trend down in this descending price channel, and we need to see how far this goes. At the moment, the price is still holding in a descending price channel. Only a break above the price channel could be a first and early indication that things are changing. So if we see the price break above the trend channel, it would not necessarily be bullish. I mean, not necessarily if we talk about the daily or weekly time frame. It's of course an important step, and it's something that the price needs to do, but it would be a very, very strange structure. Honestly, what I think would be best for this chart is just to trend down and complete this correction a little lower around maybe the $3.50 level, and then finally start a new impulse to the upside. The problem what we have is that the move to the downside it appears unfinished. We don't really have enough waves to the downside to complete the entire correction. I mean, again, anything is possible, but we're looking for likely and ideal structures. So if Link doesn't make another low and doesn't trend down lower to complete a 5-wave move to the downside in wave 5, we just have a lot of other options. It could be that this wave 4 is simply resetting a little higher as a so-called expanded flat where we have an A, B, C structure. It is even possible that an even larger wave 1 is unfolding here as diagonal, right? So, or as part of a diagonal. This wave 1 is actually here. We are seeing a larger wave 2 as flat. The wave 3 comes down afterwards, okay? Then we see a 4 and a 5, so that we see this as a larger A, B, C structure, which would then sell off again. So these scenarios are unfortunately all possible, and that's just simply due to Link's inability to finally complete this correction. Yeah, it doesn't behave properly, and that's the problem. It's not behaving as it should really if we want a clean completion of this correction. That's really the warning I have about this chart. Okay, so that doesn't mean it's necessarily bearish, but it just opens up the door to more possibilities. So I just want to get this finished, this correction. And if we don't, then it just rather increases the risk of seeing a more, a major breakdown at a later stage. So in the short term, we're focusing on the descending trend line. So a break above the descending trend line can send the price first to $9.50. I would call that a breakout point, especially if the price can go above that trend channel's upper boundary line, retest, and then go higher. Then we have Fibonacci resistance at $11.82, and then we will have resistance structurally around $18. I mean, that's sort of the short-term potential if we can see the price break above the descending trend line. So then we can focus on higher short-term and watch if the price is unfolding in a 5-wave pattern. It's just that the bigger picture doesn't give us enough confidence then to say that a lasting low has been established. That's the difference. It is always a matter of the time frame. So primarily at the moment, it's still caught in the channel, and so far it hasn't been able to break out and just making lower highs still. So yeah, but this is exactly now a pivot point that we need to be watching. Wouldn't be surprised if Bitcoin, for example, breaks through resistance. We would probably see here at least a retest of the $9.50 mark. And a break above that would be quite significant, and it could lead to a significant rally if we get the volume with it. But $11.80 will be the next key resistance at the 50% Fib level. And then a break above that, next target, yeah, we talk about that previous structural resistance around $18. So yeah, at the moment, still caught in the range, still corrective price action, waiting basically for a breakout here or a clear rejection, because at the moment we have seen a little bit of a rejection from that trend line, but it's just not clear enough to say that the downtrend will continue. So very much hanging in there, reflecting the uncertainty currently that there is in the market. Bitcoin is also in an uncertainty pattern, you could say. It's in no man's land, and you can see that on Link's chart as well. To be fair, this chart has been in no man's land for more than a year in this sideways range. Ranges do not give us any progress in the chart. That's the problem. They don't. We don't work through patterns and structures in sideways ranges. It's just a correction. So yeah, that's my update about Link. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.